I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at All-Star Batman issue number 8. The Dark Knight is on a quest to find the Mad Hatter. What'll happen next? Let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? So, after the last issue with the help of Poison Ivy, Batman was able to just barely stop the spread of a killer bacteria released by Mr. Freeze in the beginning of the arc. Too bad for him it's not a permanent solution, and just to really rub some salt into the wound, a paramilitary group calling themselves the Blackhawks, a nice little callback to a classic World War II DC team, have been trying to stop Batman at every turn. These Soldier Boys have come equipped with Metal Gear style stealth tech that not only makes them invisible but can also trick Batman's mind into seeing things that aren't there, like his extended family for one, which he thoroughly beats within an inch of their life with the help of a pink flamingo. Wow, that pink flamingo is awesome. Batman should totally add that to his utility belt. The way the Dark Knight figures it, there's only one person out there capable of arming the Blackhawks, and that person is Jervis Tetch, aka the Mad Hatter. Oh, Jervis seems to be doing pretty good for himself recently, selling all of his tech. I mean, he bought himself one hell of an MTV crib, complete with the oldest hats known to man. I'm sure he also has a baller shoe collection and Scarface on the TV somewhere, too. It's right around here Scott Snyder takes the chance to update and retcon Batman's history with the Hatter. First off, the two met before the events of Zero Year. Jervis wanted to start up a new company with a line of hats that, get this, would change a person's very perception of reality, making it a fantasy of their choice. The only catch was the longer a person wore the hat, the more real the illusion became, to the point where it was permanent and unreversible. Why would I need a hat? I work online. I live in a fantasy land 24/7 anyway. And that's really what the story boils down to right here. What is reality under the hat? You see, here's the thing. Hatter claims to know who Bruce Wayne is. He claims that he was there that fateful night the bat flew in the window and Bruce became inspired to become a crime fighter. He also says that everything Batman has done up until this point was all an illusion brought on by the hat. Why, there's even parallels to be drawn between Batman's supervillain foes and the characters from Alice in Wonderland, all brought to life through Hatter's technology. Obviously, as any longtime comic reader can tell you, none of this is true. Hatter is just trying to stall Batman from whooping his goofy Roddy McDowell sounding ass, but all the same, you gotta give Snyder credit here for, finding those parallels between Batman characters and Alice in Wonderland characters. Also, wouldn't you know it, in this dream world, Jervis takes on a horrifying Lovecraftian form, because if we know anything about Snyder's writing, the dude loves him some Lovecraft inspiration. In the end, Batman is able to overcome the illusions because, well, he's the goddamn Batman after all, and the comic comes to a close as the Bat is ready to put the screws to the hat for information. And there you have it, All-Star Batman number 8, another issue that gives a focus on a classic Batman bad guy with that oh-so-great Scott Snyder twist to it. Like a lot of the other issues in this storyline so far, even though it plays into a much bigger narrative, you really don't need to read any of them to appreciate the issues on their own, as they're pretty self-contained. I dig the modern updating of Mad Hatter as just a dude with a hat app and a dream. Another big feature of this second half of the All-Star Batman run is that Snyder teams up with a different artist. In this case, it was Camuncoli. I gotta say, I like what he did with Batman, especially in the more mind-bendy, trippy scenes. Overall, an enjoyable little issue, even if I felt the previous Poison Ivy issue did a lot more with her character. That being said, if Mad Hatter is your favorite villain and you've been chomping at the bit for a story to feature him, I do not think you will be disappointed with this one in the slightest. Overall, I would feel comfortable giving this one an 8 out of 10. And there you go, just one of the many Batman books out this week that you can buy. And if you want to see more Batman videos, please check out some of these other videos I have on offer from the channel right now. Or maybe you want to follow me on social media so you can know when the next Batman video is coming. You can find links to all of my social media right down there in the description of this very video. And you know what else you can find there? A link to Book Depository, of course, my favorite place to buy comic book trades. In fact, if you use that link down there to buy your next trade paperback, not only will you be getting yourself a great deal, but you'll also be helping support the channel, as I get a small percentage of those sales. Everybody wins. So until we meet again, everyone, I'm Cape Joel, and I will see you in the next video.